So this is called Free Willy. Free Willy. We are irrational beings attempting to make rational decisions in a dimension where agency is limited by the constraints of biology and physics. That said, take the illusion of choice to mean that all things are predetermined, and you'll have a whale of a problem. Thus, Free Willy. So, the question of what free will is differs depending on who you ask. Some people think of free will in the more, as I'd call it, sort of scientific sense, where we talk about every particle collision, every development since the Big Bang has led to this point, and our agency is limited, and the agency of all things are limited under this premise. But then there's sort of the irrational free will, as I call it, which is sort of the free will that Stefan Molyneux and Jordan Peterson and many other philosophers and intellectuals and so on and so forth, people, they refer to that as the free will. And that is sort of just taking more agency over your life on this level of existence and consciousness. And since human beings are irrational, it's like there has to be an irrational version of free will to go with the rational version. Our version revolves around our level of awareness. So we are irrational beings attempting to make rational decisions. Like, we are chaotic, trying to bring order into the world. You know, especially the moralists. You guys are really doing a good job, I guess. But we're in a dimension where agency is limited by biology. So the biology side is more the sciencey side, like the actual, you know, atomic collisions and the way that cells work and so on and so forth. It all just leads in a very linear path, according to some people and scientists. And of course, the constraints of physics, the same applies there. It's the science approach, the truth, as I guess Sam Harris talks about that form. There's videos you can look up on YouTube and find videos of Sam Harris talking about free will, and it'll blow your mind. You really take it in. It'll blow your mind if you haven't heard it before. It's very interesting. But that said, again, when you take the illusion of choice to mean that all things are predetermined, it's slightly defeatist. You know, it's a little defeatist to think that way, clearly. So you'll have a whale of a problem. When you're a human being, you're operating with irrational free will, and you need to accept that and let it take you over. You know, be rational and be compassionate and listen to others, but take agency over your life. That's kind of the point, I guess, of this tweet.